Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jessie and this is Crocheting by Jess. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking on this video. If you are new here, this channel is just about crochet content, our yarn hoarding, and everything in between. So thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. That will help send out the algorithms into the nether and help push my video out to more people who like to watch this type of content. So today's video, I am actually going to try a mini vlog. I know I tried it before with no success. I went back and watched the footage and I really wasn't a fan of it. But again, it's going to be a very small vlog. Essentially, I'm just going to clean up my yarn stuff and you guys can uh, watch me and be with me while I do that with random chatting in between. And then I have my favorite Instagram patterns that I go back to um, for market prep. They are my favorite ones, and I like to tell you guys about the free patterns. I think I've been talking a lot about um, paid patterns a lot lately because the two that I'm about to show you, they are both paid patterns. So I want to show you as many of the Instagram free ones as I can because those are ones that, they're essentially budget friendly and they're always available. So I do want to show you I think I'm in sidebar. I think I'm in market prep mode, even though I don't have a market until April. So I have the Puckett Supply Company Spring Fling one. It's one of my top 5 from last year, and it's late April, so I'm really excited about it. But I want to kind of re-up all of my stock because I want to leave the stuff that I have at the farm store there. She said that I could pick up anything that I need for the markets, but I'd like to have them be 2 different um, inventories essentially. So I'm trying to work all of that inventory back up. But again, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD undiagnosed because I can't stay focused on market prepping, except whenever I get a little obsessed with a pattern, which is what I'm going to show you. So these two are Etsy patterns. I did break 2 of my 2026 New Year's resolutions. I should know better to even make them. Now, maybe they were goals more than they were uh, New Year's resolutions, but that's okay because I can still like kind of focus on that goal. So I said 2 things. I wasn't going to buy any yarn this year, or not any yarn, but I was going to try not to buy any yarn this year, and I was going to do my best not to buy any Etsy patterns. But I've already done both. So I ordered some yarn from Defiant Yarn. It's a emo brand that's supposed to be very comparable for Big Twist Posh. Big Twist Posh was one of my favorite yarns to work with my Snuggies or my Lovies, and I really wanted to try it out. And I'm an elder emo, so I gotta I gotta try it out. So I'll let you guys see that once I receive the yarn. It's not even showing shipped yet, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm really excited about it. And then I bought these 2 patterns. One, I saw one of the patterns and I was really excited about it. And the other one, I was influenced by some YouTubers, also Miss Crafty Sue, and I think Yarn and Whimsy. I think I saw her with this pattern, but I'm really not sure. I can't remember who the first person was that I saw use this pattern, but we're going to show you the first one. I'm going to pause you just for a second. All right, so this is Momo the cat. It's absolutely adorable. I love it so much. It's very easy to make. It takes about 46 to 47 minutes to make, and I'm a slow crocheter, so it could probably take you guys a little bit less time. It is low sew. You have to sew the back and the ears together, but that's it. I mean, this is going to be such a great market prep item. And again, this is Momo the cat. I don't remember the designer, but I'll make sure I link it below. But I made, let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6 of them, and they are absolutely adorable. I think these are going to be great market prep. I am not a loaf cat fan. I never really have been, just because I don't know why. I've just never been a loaf cat fan. But these are more like that pusheen look, and I think they're absolutely adorable. And I had fun making them, and I think that's the problem with the the Love Cats, I just didn't find them fun. I've really been trying a lot of over the past year or so. I've been working on trying to find a good cat pattern. This is a really good one, and I really like Crochet by Janina's her Chunky Loaf Cat, and then she's got a Chunky Cat that's a free Instagram pattern. But that one is absolutely great. It is a Etsy, and it just again I made 6 of them, and that's how you know that you get obsessed with the pattern. So the next one is I was influenced. It was Miss Crafty Sue and I think Yarn and Whimsy. I could be wrong on the Yarn and Whimsy, but this is Swirly the Snake. It is not stuffed. You crochet in rounds and then you sew the whole thing together. And honestly, that feels like the most tedious part. You are supposed to so you crochet the tail together and you crochet the head separately and you sew it on. I'm gonna try. I'm probably not gonna do that, but I did something a little bit different with the tail. But this is just a bunch of different types of yarns. You've got Bernat and all of the equivalents in there with a 6.5 millimeter hook, and I did embroider. Oh, it's upside down. Did embroider the eyes. Now, with using the scrap yarn, I didn't do the belly separate from the other one, so it's kind of hard to tell which one's upside down. But absolutely love this, and because I obsessed over it, I'm not done making any more of this one, by the way. I just wanted to start filming. I do plan on making more. This is another one in the Whimsy, Mystical yarn and Bernat 6.5 millimeter hook, and you can even like do it where its tail's sticking through itself, where it ties it up. And then this is the Premier Basic Brights. I just had a lisp there for a second. With embroidered yarn or embroidered eyes, I can't talk. And then here is some Bernat. This is the dappled, or this is either dappled or ombre, and then some Bernat and teal. Love this pattern so much. I'm probably going to make an orange one and a pink one. And then I think I'll be done. I don't know. But again, I'm in market prep mode and I want to keep making those. Those are so much fun. You guys should check out their patterns. And then now we are going to clean up this bit of mess that I have back here. You can't see the mess because it's all down here and over to the side. We're going to start cleaning that up. And then after we get done cleaning that up, I will share with you some Instagram patterns. So I'm pretty much done. All I have to do is sweep and I'm done. And then the next time you guys see me is going to be when we talk about the Instagram patterns. But first, pickles. I got this shirt at Five Below. I forgot to show you guys, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. But also, do you guys think I should get one of those electric yarn winders to make yarn cakes? I think it might be time. All right, good morning. It is the next day. I ended up just kind of crocheting until I was super tired in the morning or last night. So I figured I would just hop on here really quick and show you what I made and have a couple of honorable mentions again, just because I didn't do just Instagram free patterns this week, but that is some stuff I wanted to highlight. So first off, I'm gonna discuss this. I got a new phone mount because the one that I had, it hooks to your desk and it's kind of wobbly and it was getting on my nerves. And my I've got one window and not one window, but I've got one nice window, and it has really good light, especially whenever it's really nice outside. But with the winter hours, I was getting really frustrated when I wanted to film, or I didn't have a chance to film until like later on in the afternoon. And with it getting dark so soon, the lighting wasn't very good. So tell me what you guys think about the lighting. Is it good? And what do you think about me just kind of backing up a little bit? Um, because before you could see more of my room, and then I backed up a little bit just to show a little bit of my yarn. And then I'm thinking about getting another 9 cube shelf here, just to make it look aesthetically pleasing, maybe, I don't know, to get rid of those totes, because they're I've got a really heavy piece of wood that's sitting on top of them that's kind of acting like a shelf, and I feel like these totes are starting to give a little bit. So maybe it's not just for aesthetics, it's for safety. But tell me what you guys think. Did you like the way it looked before, or do you like this? Let me know. And let me know what you think about the lighting. Is it decent? Should I bump it up? I think that's probably better. I was playing with the colors. I'm just going to do it. That is way too red, or way too like orange and warm. And then I think that one probably looks best. But tell me what you guys think. All right, so what you're here for? You are here for the Instagram free patterns. So these, a couple of these are ones that I go back to every time, and I didn't realize that they were kind of the same theme. And then I tried a couple of new ones. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm trying to do this and keep my coffee with me. I don't have my lovely desk in front of me, so maybe this is just a one-off doing for this video. But anyway, so first one or two that I've gone back to several times. This is the Baby Bronto. Not sure if it's, there we go. It's the Baby Bronto, and this is My Universe 64. This is a great market prep item. I've I've made several of these. These don't seem to sell as well as the other dinosaur patterns that I've used, but I just think it's super cute, it's super easy. It could be maybe the yarn choice or how I have it set up, but I did something a little bit different with the tail. I made it have like bigger of a tail. We're just going to set them all over here. And the next one is also by My Universe 64. Oh, and I used Bernat blanket and a 6.5 millimeter, I can't talk, millimeter hook. Where is, there it is. And these colors are to die for. I don't know why. I just, I love it. So this is the No-So Dino, what she calls it, but this is actually a Stegosaurus. And this one turned out a little bit bigger than I remember it turning out before. I think it's because I'm doing a 6.5 millimeter hook. Now this is Chanel Brights, the basic sprites, and that's some Bernat blanket, and I just love these two colors together. I'll show you the size difference in these. I do bunch them all together, but I think all of these that I have, I'm going to price down to $5, just because they do work up really easy, and I can't seem to sell them. But this is My Universe 64. And then the next one is going to be the Cassibel, and this is her itty bitty Triceratops. I do love this one. This one's probably my top seller, minus the Stegosaurus, when it comes to the little um, dinosaurs. Again, it turned out bigger. I think I'm gonna size these down with my hook next time and do a 6 millimeter hook, just because they did turn out bigger than I was wanting them to. These are usually in my $8 bin, but with these sizes, they're probably gonna have to be 10 to 12. But this is the itty bitty Triceratops. So far, they're all no-so as well, and everything's crocheted in the round, and they all have embroidered. Oh, this is Bernat as well, embroidered eyeballs. And okay, so the next one is one that I haven't done before, and I wanted to do it, and I think it's going to be a great market prep item. Oh, I have another one. Hang on. To both of these next two, I think are going to be great market prep items. And so this one is the Mini Dino by Nerdy Peaches Stitches, and this is a different dino than I've done before, and I think I like this one a little bit better. That's why I made two. And I have to put that end in there. But I embroidered the eyes. I dropped the orange one, but it just turned out so cute. I'm supposed to put some like blush underneath it, but this took no time at all. This one is going to be one for the books, and I love the little details. I think that's what makes a big difference. No sew again, 6.5mm hook, Bernat blanket on that one, and then this one is the Chanel. Sorry, that was loud. Chanel Basic Sprites on both of these colors. I just think those two colors just look so pretty together. And I haven't made that one before, so I'm hoping we'll see if that one ends up selling. But those first three, I go back to those all the time just because they are really good market prep items. The Triceratops and the Stegosaurus, they take about 45 minutes, so they're not terrible. But I like faster market prep items. That little T-Rex only took about 30 minutes, so that's nice. And then this next one is one that I've been eyeing to make, and I haven't made it yet. And it's just absolutely adorable. It worked up really quickly. I want to make more of them just because they do work up very quickly. This is the Hook Crochet Co. I have fuzzies. And it's a little rhino. How adorable is that? And I love how these are all kind of being the same size. This took no time at all. Everything's crochet, or everything is no sew. You just you crochet these in the round, and then you're supposed to do this like I can't talk today. When can I ever talk? Surface crochet, but what I did is I used the tail that I closed the hole for, and I just pulled it through and I used it. But love this. I want to make this in darker ones too, and I love this so much. So this next one, I've had it um, in my saved items for quite a while. And I'm not sure if you remember, if you're a returning person from one of my last videos, I wanted to do a hippo roundup, and this is probably going to be one of them that I tried a different yarn because it turned out so cute, and it honestly reminds me of an Etsy pattern. It doesn't seem like it is one of those free patterns that you find on Instagram. And this is what's the name? Hannah the Mini Hippo Snuggler. It's like a little palm snuggler, and it's from Just a Mom Crocheting. And it turned out so cute. How adorable, the little teeth. Those teeth are just like embroidered. And I used some really old purple yarn that I had. I say really old, but I've had it for a while. I think I got it last April on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm pretty sure it's a Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee yarn. And it's not the the Snuggles one, the one that's soft. But it still turned out so adorable. It's like one of those palm um, snugglers. I want to make more of her because she's so absolutely cute. Didn't take forever to make at all. And again, it reminds me of a paid pattern just because of how these little palm snugglers are really popular right now. You should really go check this out. But sidebar really quick, speaking of Just a Mom Crocheting, I've seen this pattern and my daughter wanted me to make it for her because she's seen where, like, she's never watched Stranger Things, but she sees it everywhere and saw it and thought it was adorable. Was the baby Demi from Just a Mom Crocheting, and how cute. Sorry, she dressed it up. So this is an Oak and Marlowe uh, vest that I made, and then she has uh, she named him Baby Demi. It's so cute. But this was such a fun pattern to make. It was very easy. I was trying to get through some of that yarn that I got, the Premier Stash Goals, I think is what it is. It's not my favorite to work with, but it it was perfect for this, and she absolutely loves it. This was very easy to do. It wasn't as difficult as it looks. And I think this is going to be a good seller. It doesn't take forever, but this is a paid pattern on Etsy. So this is just a sidebar. This is an ADD moment I wanted to show you since it is the same designer as the hippo. And I did make this week. It's just a mom crocheting. I'm going to put his vest over there. And let's see what else we have. Oh, so this last one that I have is one that I made sometime last year, and my son fell in love with it. I've actually got a reel for it, reaching out, having somebody help me find it. And I want to say Kayla, she's the one who helped me find it. I'm not really sure, but I finally found it, and I made this. So I guess this is a week where I made my kids that they asked for. Usually I call it the kid tax. They get one of almost everything that I make, which is it's fine because it's a good testing too, because they can be pretty rough on them, and these hold up pretty good. But anyway, so I told him that he could pick the colors that he wanted. And this is, sorry, I zoned out for a second. This is Kai's Crochet Corner, the Mini Mirage Sea Serpent. And it's just adorable. Hang on a second. Sidebar, 6.5mm hook, and then also a 6.5mm hook. And this is brunette in the middle. Okay, we're back. But this I did with a 4.5mm hook. This is Parfait Chunky. Parfait Chunky. This is some of the Hobby Lobby Big Twist dupe, whatever it's called. And then this is some Juicy Couture I got from Joann's a long time ago. But anyways, this is it takes a lot longer than you would think, which I don't mind. It's just has a lot of pieces to put it together, but he loved it, and he named it Sapphire. And he's been wanting it for a while. He was like, "Why doesn't he have 2 feet? Like, why does he have more feet?" Well, because he's a sea serpent. He's not a dragon. And so I told him if he wants me to make him more feet, I will. But this was a lot of fun to make for them, and they like putting in requests. And when mom finally does them for them, they enjoy it very much. And so I've got one more thing to show you. I know that's not as many of the Instagram. Let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 Instagram patterns. That's pretty good. All of them no sew except this one, the Mirage. You have to sew the arms on, sorry, I'm about to sneeze, the wings and the little things on the little ear things. You gotta sew all those on. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this too. Jeez Louise. Even though this is it's not a no-sew. You have to sew everything, like the head and the feet to it. You crochet these in. You could probably crochet these in too, if you worked it out correctly. Sorry guys, I'm trying to not sneeze. This last one is a pattern test that I was a part of. So this is pattern test number 3 for the year. Only 2 that I've been able to show you. One of them I'm just itching to show you guys. This one was so much fun. I pulled out my Big Twist plush for this yarn, and I haven't touched this yarn in months. So it was nice to work with it again, and I miss it. I miss this yarn so much. And this is her Lost Sheep from Sew Low Crochet, and it is massive. Isn't he adorable, or she? Ugh. And this is all the Big Twist plush. She does have, you can have it as a snuggler or a plush. I just felt like this yarn needed to be a snuggler, and it turned out massive. And I just love how I embroidered the eyes. All of the eyes are embroidered except Mirage on the ones that I've done. And I love how the hair turned out. Oh, this is just to show you, because I'm a kid at heart, I guess. I was going to do something in the kitchen while I was working on this, and I just kind of like picked it up and I carried it with me just like this, and I didn't even realize that I had it with me. Shame on me. But anyways, so that's all of the things minus the other ones that I've crocheted for you this week for me that I showed you. Um, I'm going to have all of the creator or the designers in the Google Doc, and or not the creators, but the patterns, the links to the patterns, and also I will put a link to. I just signed up to be an affiliate with Amazon. I'm just gonna try that out and see how that works. I'm gonna put the salve that I've mentioned before. It's going to be linked below, and also this new um, phone holder mount thing. I can't think of what it's called, tripod, for you guys to check it out and tell me what you think and if you like it or not. But it does like adjust. It can be taller or shorter or whatever. Oh, and then I'm gonna get another mic finally because this is the only one that I have left and I can't find the clip anywhere. Whew. It's been crazy. But anyways, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are in the midst of more winter weather out on the East Coast, I'm praying for you guys, and you guys stay safe, stay warm, and God bless.